What's good, everybody? We are back with another Call of Duty Mobile video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. As you guys can see, we're in a little bit of a different setup because I am out of town, but managed to get a little bit of a mobile setup good and up to run for me to record a video for the new Season 9 content that we got coming to the game. Before we hop into the video, I want to give a huge shout out to Call of Duty Mobile for sponsoring this video. If you guys haven't already, you can check out Call of Duty Mobile using the link down in the description, either to find out more about the game or to download the game as well. I want to give a huge shout out to my editor, Peter, for making this possible because I would not have enough time to edit all of this. So I've been getting a lot of positive feedback just about his edits in general. If you guys are enjoying those, make sure to drop a like and also drop him a comment down below letting him know that you've been enjoying it and that I should keep letting him edit my videos. But anyway, my setup is a little bit different. We're not going to be doing live commentary for any gameplay for a couple reasons. Number one, I don't have my usual gaming setup, and number two, the hotel Wi-Fi is a little bit weird, so when it's good, I have 16 ping, but when it's bad, I have 462 ping. So it makes it a little bit difficult to do consistent gameplay, but we are going to be primarily checking out the Kilo today. Obviously, in order to get the fancy new Kilo, we had to buy the entire battle pass. So we went ahead and bought everything levels 1 through 50. We typically do this anyway, but we'll probably be doing gameplay for a lot of the other skins at a later date. If there's any specific skins that you want to see gameplay for, feel free to let me know down in the comments as well. But like I said, our primary objective right now is just to be checking out the Kilo, trying to find the best gunsmith builds for it, and also trying to find the best uses and whether or not it's going to be an actual viable option in Season 9 of Call of Duty Mobile. I have gone ahead and tested out the Kilo a good bit, so Peter's probably going to throw that gameplay up in the background. Right off the bat, I do really enjoy the gun. It's a lot of fun to use, especially with the iron sights, just because it's so much different from every other gun in the game. You don't really have any other way to make a sniper rifle work similarly to how the Kilo does, with the fact that you can use the iron sight on it. So number one, that's really fun right off the bat. It also has stopping power rounds, which makes it so that the lethal zones for the Kilo are very, very large. Now, I haven't done any exact tests, and we're going to do that in a little bit, comparing the DLQ alongside the Locust with stopping power, etc., etc. And obviously, if you want to use an actual sniper scope, you are going to need to use one of your attachment slots and throw on that sniper scope. But even with that and stopping power, you can still have pretty good ADS times. And with stopping power, you got crazy, crazy good lethal zones. So we're going to be testing some of that out, and you can check out some of the gameplay in the background right now as well. But we're going to go ahead and hop into the game. Even when I'm traveling, got to make sure I got my thumb sleeves on me. So as far as from what I've tested so far, there's a couple different loadouts that I would recommend for the Kilo, one being the iron sight loadout and one being the actual scope loadout. So I use the 6x scope when it comes to my scope loadout just because that's the most similar to the 8x, which is the default on a sniper, and it just feels most natural to me, and you can use a pretty similar sensitivity to what you use for your 8x or your sniper sensitivity as well. As far as actual attachments go, I do typically go with the YKM combat stock on pretty much any sniper I'm going to use, just because it does help you increase your ADS speed. Also, the stipple grip tape, that's one that I've said in past videos, and I'll keep saying we're going to pretty much always use because there's very little downside to it, especially for snipers. Like I said, we do have the stopping power rounds, so I don't know what the actual difference is in total round size from the stopping power to the fast reload. Unfortunately, the Kar 98 does only have 5 shots, but I believe that is traditional for the Kar 98 as well. And then we do have the OWC laser tactical sight on here in order to increase the ADS speed a little bit more. Outside of that, I don't feel like any of the others are necessary. Now, I might do testing and find out that the Kar 98 actually does have a range stat, unlike other snipers in the game. For those of you who don't know, up until at least right now, there hasn't been anything that would actually cause damage drop-off for snipers other than penetrating different materials. Basically, what that means is at both 0 meters and 100 meters, a sniper is going to do the same amount of damage regardless of whether or not you have a silencer, regardless of distance, anything like that. Snipers always do the same amount of damage. But like I said, we are going to be doing some testing with the Kilo as well to check and see what's going to be the most effective loadout. So we are going to make a second Kilo loadout. Actually, we're going to have a Locust loadout with stopping power as well, just for testing purposes to see how the lethal zones compare between the two. We will go ahead and equip the Kilo without stopping power as well, just to get a better feel for everything, and we're going to go ahead and hop into practice range. Alright, so obviously right here we do have our stopping power Kilo. So typically the lethal zone for the DLQ, I believe, is somewhere around here. I think that's about where it ends. So we shoot right there. It's an 85 with stopping power. Moving up, still an 85. It actually looks almost identical to... Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like a difference of inches right there. So almost identical, I believe, to the lethal zone of the Locust with stopping power. If we shoot right there at 95 and then we move up like an inch, yeah. So basically, this does make it so that the Locust and the Car 98, aka the Kilo, with stopping power have very, very similar lethal zones. As far as without stopping power, we see 85 right there, moving on up, still 85. Yeah, this is definitely a must-have for stopping power. This gun, very, very bad lethal zones without stopping power. I believe that's actually probably the same, maybe worse lethal zones than the Outlaw, so that's definitely a must-have attachment for the Car 98 if you want to have the best possible chance of winning sniper battles. Like you can see, pretty much right below that little notch right there is where it starts to one-tap. As far as actual hand shots, it's not like the Outlaw where you're not able to one-tap to the hands at specific ranges. At least that's what I'm assuming. We'll go ahead and back this sucker up just to test and see, and like I predicted, there is no type of damage drop-off. You'll see down at the legs, still hitting 85. So yeah, pretty much everything that I expected for the Car 98 ending up becoming true. If you guys do decide that you want to run the Car 98 with an iron sight, which is honestly a lot of fun to do, the one recommendation that I would make is swapping in sleight of hand for the scope that you're going to be giving up, just because with only 5 shots inside of the sniper, obviously you're going to run out of bullets pretty quick, and sleight of hand is going to allow you to reload a lot faster. So as far as my loadout for a Car 98 iron sight build, this is typically what I would end up going with, but it really does come down to preference. Whenever you use this build, it almost turns into like a long-range shotgun, because yes, you can still take out people from like really long range, but also you can pretty much no scope or just go for like a little quick tap scope whenever you're at close range, and it has really good mobility for a sniper as well. Like if you look at the mobility for the DLQ, it has a mobility stat of 42 compared to the mobility stat of 56 for the Car 98. So that definitely gives it a really big advantage as well. And I feel like with the right attachments and using the right playstyle, it'll actually allow for the Kilo to be better than the DLQ. We will have a more in-depth video in the future comparing all snipers in the game to try to get an idea of what's going to be the best sniper with Gunsmith. And I do have a Locust gameplay coming out soon that I believe the Locust might actually be the best new sniper in the game. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. But that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. I just realized I've been looking at my computer screen and not my camera for a lot of this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you guys haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time.